The house stood defiant. Perched precariously on the edge of a cliff, it had weathered countless storms and witnessed the passage of time. Its sturdy walls and strong foundation were a testament to the craftsmanship of those who built it. The house was more than just a structure. It was a guardian of memories, a sentinel of the past, a beacon of the past. As the sun set, its windows glowed warmly, casting a comforting light that could be seen from miles away. It was a place where stories were told, where laughter echoed through the halls, and where generations found solace. The house was a living, breathing entity, filled with the essence of those who had called it home. Generations had walked its halls. Each room held a piece of history, from the worn wooden floors to the faded wallpaper. The house had seen children grow up, families come together, and lives unfold. It was a repository of countless moments, both joyous and sorrowful. Every corner, every nook had a story to tell. Now it faced its greatest challenge. The landscape around it had changed, and a new threat loomed on the horizon. The once peaceful surroundings were now dominated by the presence of a massive quarry. The house, which had stood as a symbol of stability, was now at the mercy of forces beyond its control. A monstrous machine, the Land Eater, approached. Its glowing eyes and menacing presence struck fear into the hearts of those who saw it. The Land Eater was a mechanical behemoth, designed to consume everything in its path. It was a harbinger of destruction, a relentless force that showed no mercy. Its purpose, to consume and destroy everything in its path. The Land Eater tore through the earth with ease, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Trees, rocks, and soil were no match for its insatiable appetite. The house, once a proud sentinel, now faced the very real possibility of being reduced to rubble. This was a battle for survival. The house, with its rich history and deep roots, stood firm against the onslaught. It was a clash of old versus new, of tradition versus progress. The house represented the resilience of the past, while the Land Eater embodied the relentless march of modernity, not just for a building, but for history itself. The house was a living museum filled with artifacts and relics from bygone eras. It was a testament to the ingenuity and perseverance of those who had come before. To lose the house would be to lose a piece of history, a tangible connection to the past. The air crackled with tension, the ground vibrated. The very earth seemed to tremble in anticipation of the impending clash. The house and the Land Eater were locked in a standoff, each representing a different vision of the future. The outcome of this battle would determine the fate of the land. The Land Eater was a force of nature, relentless, unstoppable. Its mechanical jaws tore through the terrain with unyielding determination. It was a symbol of progress, of the relentless drive to reshape the world, but in its quest for dominance, it threatened to erase the very things that made the land unique. The house, a symbol of resilience, stood firm. It had weathered countless storms and faced numerous challenges, but this was its greatest test yet. The house was a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, there was strength in standing one's ground. Would it be enough? Only time would tell. The future was uncertain, and the outcome of this battle was far from decided. But one thing was clear: the house, with its rich history and enduring spirit, would not go down without a fight. It was a testament to the power of resilience, a symbol of the enduring human spirit. This wasn't just a house, it was a home, built with love, passed down through generations. Each brick, each plank of wood held stories. Laughter echoed through the halls, tears had been shed, lives intertwined within these walls. The family felt the weight of history. Their ancestors watched over them. Their legacy was at stake. They refused to give in. They would fight for their home, for their past, for their future. The Land Eater's hunger was insatiable. It threatened more than just the house. It endangered the surrounding ecosystem. Lush forests, pristine beaches, all in the path of destruction. The nearby ocean was home to rare sea creatures, creatures on the brink of extinction. Their survival was intertwined with the land. The family knew the stakes. This wasn't just about them, it was about protecting the balance of nature. Word spread like wildfire. The community rallied. Miners, builders, engineers, all united against a common enemy. They refused to stand by and watch history crumble. They would stand with the family. They would fight for their home. Hope flickered. The community was strong, their spirit unbreakable. They had faced challenges before. They would face this one together, with courage, with determination, with a shared love for their home. Section 5, Blueprints of Hope. The clock was ticking. Every second counted. The community huddled together. They pored over blueprints. They debated strategies. They had to find a way to stop the Land Eater. But how do you fight a monster? Ideas flew back and forth. Some seemed impossible, others too risky, but failure was not an option. They had to find a solution, and they had to find it fast. Section 6, A Race Against Time. The sound of pickaxes echoed through the air. Miners worked tirelessly. Each swing of the pickaxe was a testament to their determination and grit. They knew that every block they mined brought them one step closer to safety. The air was thick with tension, but also with a sense of camaraderie. They were in this together, and together they would overcome. They reinforced the house's foundation with sturdy cobblestone, ensuring it could withstand any assault. They built barriers, layer upon layer, each one stronger than the last. Every stone placed was a moment of precious time bought, a moment closer to survival. The walls grew higher, and with them, their hopes. They knew that these barriers were not just physical structures, but symbols of their resilience and ingenuity. Every swing of the pickaxe was a prayer, a desperate plea for more time. The miners' hands were blistered and their muscles ached, but they did not stop. Each strike was filled with purpose, each dig a testament to their will to survive. They worked with an intensity that was almost palpable, driven by the knowledge that their efforts could mean the difference between life and death. A plea for their home's survival. The house, their sanctuary, was under threat. The anxiety was visible on their faces, but so was their determination. They were desperate to save their home, the place where they had built their lives. The stakes were high and the pressure was immense, but they knew they had to keep going. Their home was more than just a structure, it was a symbol of their community and their shared history. The sun began to set, casting long shadows across the land. The golden hues of the sunset painted a beautiful yet haunting picture. As the light faded, the sense of urgency grew. They knew that with the coming darkness, the danger would only increase. The setting sun was a reminder that time was running out, and they had to make every second count. The landscape, bathed in twilight, seemed to hold its breath, waiting for what was to come. The Land-Eater loomed closer, its presence casting a dark cloud over the community. Hope was fading. The ominous figure was a constant reminder of the impending doom. The dark clouds gathered, mirroring the growing despair among the players. They could feel the weight of the threat bearing down on them, but they also knew that they could not afford to lose hope. The Land-Eater was powerful, but so were they, and they had to believe in their ability to overcome, but they refused to give up. Their determination was unwavering. They stood strong, united in their resolve. The community came together, each person playing their part. They knew that their strength lay in their unity, and they drew courage from each other. The resilience they showed was inspiring, a testament to their indomitable spirit. They were determined to protect their home and each other, no matter the cost. They would fight until the very end. The final stand was upon them, and they were ready. Each player took their position, weapons in hand, hearts steeled for the battle ahead. They knew that this was their last chance, and they were prepared to give it everything they had. The heroes of Minecraft stood ready, not just to defend their home, but to protect the legacy they had built together. They were ready to face the Land-Eater, to fight for their survival, and to emerge victorious. Action 7. The calm before the storm. An eerie silence fell. The community gathered. They stood shoulder to shoulder, a united front against the impending destruction. They had done everything they could. Now they could only watch and wait. The air was thick with anticipation. The ground continued to tremble. The Land-Eater was close, too close. This was it, the moment of truth. Section 8. A moment of truth. The Land-Eater roared. A deafening sound echoed. It lunged forward, its metal claws reaching for the house. A collective gasp went through the crowd. This was it, the final moment, the end. But then, something unexpected happened. The Land-Eater shuddered violently. Its gears ground to a halt. It stood frozen, silent, defeated. The battle was over. Section 9. Aftermath. The dust settled. The community looked on in astonishment. The Land-Eater, once an unstoppable force, was now nothing more than a pile of scrap metal. They had done it. Against all odds, they had won. The house stood tall, a symbol of resilience, a testament to the power of community. They had saved their home. They had saved their history. They had saved their future. As Section 10, a legacy remembered. The Land-Eater was gone. The battle had been fierce, and the scars it left behind were still fresh. The villagers had fought bravely, each one contributing in their own unique way to the victory. The sun rose over the horizon, casting a warm glow over the land that had been saved from destruction. But the memory of this day would live on. Stories of the battle were shared around campfires, in homes, and in the village square. Elders recounted the bravery of the young, and children listened with wide eyes, imagining the scenes as if they had been there themselves. The tales were written down in books and scrolls, ensuring that the heroics of this day would never be forgotten. It would be passed down through generations. Parents would tell their children, who would then tell their own children. The story of the land eater and the brave souls who stood against it would become a part of the village's rich tapestry of history. Traditions would be born from this day, and each year the village would come together to celebrate their victory and remember those who had fought so valiantly. A reminder that even the smallest voice can make a difference. Speeches were made, and trees were planted in honor of the fallen. Small monuments were built, each one a testament to the courage and unity of the community. These acts of remembrance served as a constant reminder that no matter how small or insignificant one might feel, their actions could have a profound impact on the world around them. But even the most daunting of challenges can be overcome. The villagers had faced what seemed like an insurmountable foe, yet they had emerged victorious. This victory instilled a newfound sense of confidence and determination within the community. They knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they could face them together and overcome them, just as they had done with the land eater. The house on the edge had become a beacon of hope. Perched on the cliff, it stood as a symbol of resilience and strength. The light from its torches could be seen from miles away, guiding lost travelers and reminding the villagers of their triumph. It was a place where people gathered to find solace and inspiration, a constant reminder of what they had achieved together. A symbol of the unbreakable bond between a community and its history. The house was more than just a building. It was a testament to the unity and spirit of the village. It represented the collective effort and sacrifice of everyone who had lived there. The villagers took pride in maintaining it, knowing that it was a crucial part of their heritage and a symbol of their shared history. A reminder that together we can achieve anything. The villagers knew that their strength lay in their unity. They celebrated their victory not just as individuals, but as a community. They held hands, worked together and supported one another, knowing that their bond was their greatest asset. This sense of togetherness would carry them forward